So, I want to talk about why some handsome guys go into isolation and, they don't talk to anyone about their male privilege. And one of the reasons why this happens is because the world is a very evil place. When you bring up beauty, envy, jealousy, it makes people uncomfortable. Like, people don't like talking about it because it is the negative part of human nature. Even attractive people don't want to talk about it because when they do, they have to change. They have to change their social experiences and also navigate differently. But what I want to say is sometimes when an attractive male goes into isolation or he's having a lot of sex with girls because he's not getting in control of his beauty identity. I also feel like if a man doesn't just come to a sense and understand that he likes an attractive woman and not an ugly average one, he'll oftentimes try to meet the standards and expectations of an ugly average woman and an attractive woman, but in the same time he loses himself. So he's having sex with all these girls who he really don't want to have sex with. And at some point, an attractive man needs to become mature enough to realize his beauty identity and move on with his life. I wanted to say that so that can make an attractive man very resentful. That could make him very mad. He starts to feel like, God, like nobody wants to hear me when I have to express my mind. And he can go into resentment, frustration, and even like isolation because he feels like the only thing people care about me is my outward appearance and not what I'm going through in the inside. It's really important to make sure that an attractive man comes to terms with his beauty identity perception, because there are some attractive guys that I met, and when they walk around, they look mad all the time. They look sad all the time. This could even happen with attractive women as well, because people are not validating what they really feel. They're not validating it. If people don't help that attractive man in time, sometimes he will end up hating the opposite sex. And the one he will end up hating the most is the highly attractive woman, not the ugly average woman, because the ugly average woman is probably overcompensating and taking time before she could have sex with him. But he'll end up disliking the highly attractive woman because she is not trying to understand him in depth. She's only romanticizing him and trying to be up under him so that she could have sex with him. So it's really important that when we do meet a highly attractive man, we are not hovering him. We are not just hovering him to the point where he feels like all we want is sex from him. You have to be able to have emotionally intelligent conversation with that attractive man so that he don't think that everyone is trying to have sex with him and that they really do want to know about him, learn about him in a real way, not in a sexual way all the time, because people who are overly sexual are toxic. I don't care what anyone says. Get mad at me, but it's the truth. Overly sexual people are underdeveloped and low vibrational. This is really important to know because male privilege isn't always as easy as it seems. There was a story about an attractive guy that I knew, and he ended up dating an ugly average girl, and he thought he would be happier with her because she didn't overly lust him, and they had kids together and everything. But he committed suicide because of the complexities he was dealing with being an attractive male. He left home and he overdosed on drugs, and then he was around a lot of drug dealers. Someone found him outside with a bullet hole in his head. When it comes to attractive people, we need to validate their feelings all the time. all the time, because they're trying to navigate in a world that hates them. They're trying to navigate in a world where everyone wants them to fail, in a world where everyone sees them in a sexual viewpoint and not a spiritual, humane viewpoint. So I just thought I'd share that thought, and that's all I gotta say. Bye.